Thanks for joining us for the news at 10. 7 Investigates has an update to a story we've been following for months. A city councilman in Horseshoe Bend pleaded guilty to felony grand theft.
Curtis Corvinus was charged a year ago after he stole money from the town's volunteer fire district while he was chief. Although he left the department after the theft was discovered, Corvinus kept his seat on council, infuriating a lot of people who live in the small town along Highway 55.
But now that's changed. I've tried getting a hold of Corvinus multiple times, by the way, and he has never returned my calls or emails.
A stain on a quaint community.
And that is kind of like having a 4-month-old black eye. We all make mistakes and no one's perfect. I think at the end of the day, owning up to those mistakes and taking responsibility for the things that you did and the actions that you took, goes a long ways.
But it took more than a year and lots of taxpayer dollars for Horseshoe Bend City Councilman Curtis Corvinus to own up to his mistakes. And it came in the form of this plea deal he took on May 2nd, where he admitted to stealing from the town's volunteer fire district while he was fire chief.
You had opportunity to turn yourself in right away, plead guilty right away, and avoid any further conversation or any kind of actions or anything else going forward, and instead, drug it on for many, many months.
Ryan Sturm, Corvinus' former best friend,
very, very, very poor taste.
Was disappointed to learn what Corvinus did.
So many more other options to get finance if you need it. Stealing from a volunteer organization whose only means of support is either through tax dollars or straight out donations from the good people. It's pretty bad.
The Boise County Prosecutor's Office charged Corvinus with felony grand theft. He officially pleaded guilty to it just weeks before his trial was scheduled to start in front of a jury. Court documents show Corvinus misused more than $3,600 of public money between November 2021 and March 2022, using money from the department's burnout fund to pay for personal expenses and not depositing charitable cash donations. According to a Facebook post from the department, Corvinus even admitted to it at the time.
Do you feel like that impacted trust that people have in their public officials?
I think that it definitely makes people more weary. I would hope that it wouldn't deter people from, either A, volunteering their time and their efforts to those entities, or B, donating their money.
And Sturm knows that firsthand as a former Boise County Commissioner himself.
It's a public service, and it's here for the people, and it's, those firefighters have put a lot of energy and effort and time of their lives and their existence into taking care of the community and the residents, and of course the people that travel up and down the highway.
While he lost his job as fire chief, Corvinus still held his seat on city council, leading the small rural city and making decisions about what to do with taxpayer dollars. Idaho law allowed him to stay on council because he hadn't been convicted of a felony.
The basis of the foundation of the job is to have trust and for people to know that you're making good decisions, that you have their best interests at heart, both financially and health and person. I mean, you're breaking your oath of office by just taking from people who trusted in you to take care of them.
Some of those who lost trust in him started a recall petition this spring to get Corvinus off council in case he wasn't found guilty. Now, that's not necessary. City Attorney Anthony Pantera said since he pleaded guilty to felony grand theft, Corvinus is off council and his seat is now vacant. Mayor Pat Goff has to appoint someone to the position and council has to approve them.
I would hope that, it sends a message that, people care, that this means a lot to the community, a lot to the people, and that we would, that we're going to go ahead and stand up for what's right and what's just, and that that we'll continue to operate that way.
The stain on the quaint community?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now slowly dissolving.
Just ready to move on, glad it's behind us. Of course, now we just wait to see who the next person's going to be that's going to take that spot, and hopefully they'll do a good job.
Corvinus is not in custody. His sentencing is set for August 18th at 10 a.m. in Boise County.